Hi, we're here in the Dino Den, and today we're super excited to welcome our first ever guest here, Chad Lowry.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good.
I'm glad to be here.
We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk to you and stuff.
Okay.
But first, why don't you play us a song?
Okay, sure. This first song's called Strategies for Puzzle Pieces.
Sick.
What did I say to end up here? Slipping through your rotten wooden floor, I was spared. Hope I don't feel like this next year. I do my best, but we both know I'm already there. You're sharpened down and sinking deep in me. I can't help it once I start to bleed. I'm stuck between your two front teeth. Can someone stop me? I just keep crawling back, forcing myself where I don't belong, grinding gears down over what I lack. Oh, but I know I've got it all wrong. Oh, I know I've got it all wrong. It's 10 till 2 and my feet have started digging in. I never made a good decision in November. Just for once I'd like for both of us to play pretend. That's not the way that I want to be remembered. Please don't tell me what you think I need, 'cause every word you speak is killing me. This was the last place that I wanted to be. Can someone stop me? I just keep crawling back, forcing myself where I don't belong. I'm grinding gears down over what I lack. Oh, but I know I've got it all wrong. Oh, don't I know I've got it all wrong. I'm making late night calls and punching holes through walls, ripping up all of my pieces and trying hard to be strategic. I'm making late night calls, I'm punching holes through walls. All the us who win and wear and try. Oh, what good have I done if I know I've got it all wrong? I know I've got it all wrong.
Chad,
Hey, man.
that was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
For you guys that are watching, this is kind of our first official Dino Den session with the setup that we have going on, and we're super excited to have Chad here, and we are honored and privileged and glad to call Chad one of our friends. But for anybody watching this, would you just tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, what got you into this?
Let's see. What was the second part? What got me into this?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Lynchburg, Virginia, so I grew up here. My parents met at Liberty, and they just kind of stuck around town. So, grown up here my whole life, and I do like the town, and it's nice to see fresh blood come in because of the students and stuff. So, you always get a really cool different musical genres and stuff coming through of like kids doing their own stuff, which is just really fun to see. What got me into doing it myself, I've always loved music so much, and I've always had a real,
passion for it, but when I was in high school, I didn't have the musical talent that I thought I did, or like I didn't know that sounds cocky. I didn't know I could sing. I didn't even know I could sing until I was like 22 or 21 years old, and I discovered like a genre that I could kind of fit into, because all I'd listened to up until that point was like Christian rock and like bad pop rock, like I don't know, or pop metal, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. So I found this genre of like lyricists and like people who actually wrote songs that were meaningful to me, and it wasn't just catchy. And I just fell in love with it, and I was like, I want to do that. And so on one of my birthdays, I think it was 22 or 21, my 21st, 22nd birthday, I got this guitar here. My dad went half in with me, and I bought the other half. And I started writing songs, and it was. I've been in love with it ever since, I guess. And
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing now?
Guitar?
Yeah.
Let's see. I was on and off. I learned on and off when I was a kid, like 16. Started learning when I was 16, but I hated it up until I was about 21. I learned how to play a song by the lead singer of Manchester Orchestra, Andy Hull, covered a song by TV on the radio on their YouTube channel called Will Do, and I learned how to play it, his version of it, and I was just like, this is awesome. And when I learned how to play it, I played it for about 5 hours, just one song over and over again, and that's when I started to actually like playing the guitar.
That's sick.
But I guess to answer your question, that was a long answer. To answer your question, like 3-4 years maybe, like of actually
That's
playing.
awesome.
So.
I love your style, like the chords you're playing and stuff.
Thank you.
That's sick. So we have 2 songs left. What's the second one we're gonna be playing?
I'm gonna play a song called 3 a.m. It's a very sad kind of mellow song. So yeah.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
I used to be proud of it. All of the time I was turning into an island. Now that you're gone, whitewashing tides that are rising. And now I know I never had a choice. And all I want right now is to hear your voice. But it's 3 in the morning. You're pacing all alone. How did I end up here? Please pick up your phone. I wish that I could get rid of it. The room in my heart I lock so no one could break in. And now that you're gone, it'll stay eternally vacant. And no one asks if you can hold the weight. All I want right now is to see your face. But it's 3 in the morning. And you're headed for the south. I want to say I loved you. I don't feel like I'm allowed. So rip it to pieces. Just tear out your heart. Who said said you needed. Just sell it for parts. Just sell it for parts.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you.
What if you were talking to anybody that was kind of, I don't know, like older, like teenage years, and hadn't really been doing a whole lot of music and was thinking about it, or was kind of looking into it, what would your advice be, or like what would you know?
Yeah. I mean, if it's something you like to do, I'd say just go for it. I mean, we've seen, at least in the local scene, like I've seen a lot of bands come through, a lot of bands start and fall. A lot of bands are great, a lot of bands that aren't good. But that being said, like that's my personal opinion. And that being said too, I always enjoy watching them play because every single artist I've ever seen, local artists come through here or start, play or whatever, they're having fun up there. And honestly, at this level, I think that's what it's about. It's having fun with your friends. You know, the music. Of course, it's going to be a little mediocre because we're mediocre. Like we're amateurs. Like that's the whole point. But it's fun and it's like it's just fun to watch and it's fun to be a part of. So I mean that would be my advice. Just go for it. Like if you're gonna do it, like there's nothing holding you back. If you're gonna try it seriously, like you want it, like when I started my other band, we started just having fun, and then as we got into it, we were like, we could do this probably seriously. We could give it a real shot. That's when you need to start, treating it like a job kind of thing. Like it's still fun and it's still something you love, but treat it like a job. Like be professional. Be one thing that drove me crazy. This is just a personal peeve, but one thing that drove me crazy when we were on tour was watching other local bands that didn't even offer to like help other bands tear down, or they take forever to set up and tear down their own stuff. I'm like, that just looks bad on your own band. So professionalism goes a long ways in every profession.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I just, as you're talking and like as I was thinking about the last song, there's kind of a story I want to tell while you're here and we'll have you with us. Sure. Chad is obviously ridiculously talented and his lyrics are disgusting. And so if you're like his voice is obviously amazing, but to get like the full experience when you start listening to like the words that you're writing, it's like, holy crap, man. But we were at a show at a local venue called Speaker Tree. This was of recent, and it was like an acoustic. You were playing acoustic. I don't think it was an acoustic night. It was an acoustic night.
Was it the latest one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And when you said professionalism, I was thinking about when we were playing, and like it was really loud. It was really loud. Like people were talking, and it was a fine night. Like it's January, but we're in Lynchburg, and it was probably like at least 50 degrees outside. Like if you needed to have a conversation, go outside. But you could tell that the people that like kind of were up front and like basking in the glory of what is a Chad Lowry performance were like starting to get annoyed because these people in the back were just like yapping. And I think that's the song you played.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't want to butcher it. You can say it.
I was trying to be nice because I didn't. The other songs I played before, I was like, it doesn't really matter if they're talking that much to me. I couldn't hear it that much. But this song is so quiet and it's so delicate. It's such a fragile song. I said, I don't want to sound like a douche, but this song is really best enjoyed if it's complete silence. and then I realized, I was like, there's no way I could have said that without sounding like a douche. And
no, it was awesome.
Yeah,
it got quiet.
Yeah, it's surprising. They were respectful of it. They got quiet. It was complete silence the whole song. And
that was awesome.
I remember playing it halfway through, and I was like, this is awesome. Because there was like 100, there was like 100 people there, and I was like, this is just awesome that everyone's actually quiet, and maybe they're not all listening, but they're being respectful, and that was so cool.
And it was cool to see too. Like you're such a talented musician, and like such like if you get the chance to meet Chad and hang out with him, do it, because you're a very genuine guy. And so like the way you said it was like it wasn't douchey, and people shut up, and it was great, and it was a good time. So we're in the Dino Den, and so kind of one of the let's do this first.
Okay.
we're in Lynchburg, Virginia. The Dino Den is based in Lynchburg, Virginia. So if you're watching this and you are a singer-songwriter or you're a band and you're just passing through or you're playing a local gig or a local anything, feel free to hit us up. I don't know. There will be something posted below. It's a way to get in contact with us. But we're in Lynchburg, Virginia, but a lot of the guys in this room are from Ohio area and some New Jersey brethren in here. And so if you're watching this and you're in Ohio or New Jersey or anywhere, or if you're from Lynchburg and haven't heard Chad's heavenly voice before, if I was watching this and I was like, man, where can I hear some more of that? Where would we find it?
Oh gosh. Well, I have nothing recorded of my solo stuff. I was in a band called Arson's Harbor. There we have an EP out, 4 songs, not very similar to what I'm doing now. But I mean, if you really like my voice for some reason, that'd be one way you can listen to it. I'm planning on trying to get recordings together. It's just taking me a lot longer than I expected. And some of these songs, most of these songs are probably going to make a cut for an EP I want to do, all about just not being where you want to be, finding out who you are as a person. Like, it was a very honest time when I wrote these. So hopefully I'll get those out soon, and maybe I can release something on Bandcamp, Spotify, whatever.
Heck
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Finally, we're in the Dino Den, and Chad, I have to ask, if you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Okay. It's just a funny question. Well, I didn't know a lot of dinosaurs, so I had to look through a book before I came here.
Okay. No shame.
Yeah, and there's a dinosaur called an Aviemimus.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a bird mimic dinosaur. It pretends to be a bird, and it apparently just eats bugs. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I had a strong connection with that particular dinosaur. There's a lot of cool dinosaurs out there besides just your T-Rex, Velociraptor, and your whatever you wanna. But so it was an opening experience to get to relate with that dinosaur there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have one song left.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh yeah. This last song I'm gonna do is called "Thank God I'm Dead." It's a song. If I put it on an EP, it's probably gonna be the last song on the EP. And it's just kind of a song about being thankful that you went through hard times.
That's awesome. Chad, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out and gracing us with your voice and
Absolutely.
your strumming.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. And
It's
we
been
hope
so
to
much fun.
See you soon.
Yeah. All right. All right.
I've been dead, I've been cold, I've been ever so certain I'd never get old. I guess I was right, 'cause it's the end of my tunnel and there's no guiding light. Tell me all about what you wanted to be. You were young and dumb and still carefree before the weight of the world settled in. Tell me every reason that you wanted to stay before you packed up your things and moved all away. Nobody tells you when to go or where to stop. But everybody bleeds, everybody breaks, and nothing ever gets out the stains. And no one ever tried who hasn't ever died, and that is never gonna change. And God, I know that I was nicer. Hold back before I lost myself on stage. And I swallowed all my stress. Yeah, I gave it all I left, but nothing ever satisfied my rage. How can I get back to where I came from? How can I get back to where I came from? Got lost here on the other side. It's hard to climb when your hands are tied, and I blamed it all on my past. I blamed it all on every thought I had, but everything put me perfectly exactly where I said I never wanna be. Everybody bleeds, everybody breaks, and nothing ever gets out the stains. No one ever tried who hasn't ever died, and that is never gonna change. God, I know that I was nicer. Oh, back before I lost myself on stage. I swallowed all my stress, I gave it all I left, but nothing ever satisfied my rage. Oh, that was before I met you. Way back, I was worried about my age. And that was before I met you. When I grew distant from every friendly face. And they said, kid, don't go so far down a hole so cold and dark that you cannot recognize if you've lost your way. And I said, how am I to know what to hold, to let go? And how far am I from all I can take? 'Cause I found warmth in misery, I found purpose under a rotten tree, I found hope in broken things, I found a reason to continue to sing. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank God I was broken, smashed and torn. And hallelujah, oh hallelujah. Thank God I was dead before I was born. Oh. Thank God I was dead before I was born. Thank God I was dead before